Friday, bright and early, here to do our week ahead reading. I'm just gonna do a little sage again because I feel like we all need it. So, how's everyone's week been? It's been a little chaotic, I think. I think we're still coming out of the eclipse energy. I feel like a lot of people, it's just been craziness, all kinds of chaos happening, but I think that's just really, the ending of clearing out cycles and endings and getting everything cleared out for whatever the heck is coming in for us, right? So I think we're coming out the other side of all that craziness. Hopefully everyone's starting to feel a little bit lighter energetically, maybe not having so many emotions and feelings or even physical symptoms. I know I've been feeling a little bit better, but it's also still just like chaotic. So we'll get started with the week ahead readings. This is going to be for the week of September 29th. I can't believe we're already looking at October. It's wild. So it's the seasons. Fall is here. We did fall equinox last weekend, so it's official. You can start to feel it too. It's kind of crazy that summer's over already. So I'll shuffle. We'll do the collective reading, and that's it. So let's see what we got for the week, for next week. Also, I do have some spots available still for the monthly subscriptions, so if you're interested, definitely snatch one up, because there's only a limited amount that I can do. And basically they're just monthly virtual readings, and they just do an energy check-in for you, see where you are on your path, or validate what you need to hear. Been getting a lot of positive feedback so far from the people who have been doing it. They just feel like it's really helpful to sometimes just hear what they're going through and what they're feeling, and then also just to get a little insight. So if it's something that is interesting to you, you can go ahead, click on the link, or go to headspacenewjersey.com and you can sign up right there. You can start and stop anytime. It's very simple, very easy. There's no tricks or anything. And yeah. And then you also, every month when it renews, you can go ahead and go on and just book the time slot that you want. So it's very easy and simple. I like it. And then of course I still do regular 30-minute virtual readings. So if you just want a one-off kind of check-in, same thing, you can go to the website, headspacenewjersey.com, or click in the links, and it'll take you right there, and you can pick your time slot and go ahead and book in. If you have any questions, or you see there's not a time that works for you, you can always message. There's a little area to send messages through too. So that's my spiel for that. Okay. So let's see what this collective has going on. And then if you wanted to, I did do on our energy check-in, I did it by element. So if you want it like a little more specific, you can go ahead and rewatch that. I reposted that, so that's already there. So you can kind of just fast forward through and find your element: water, earth, air, and fire. All right, so let's see what we have for the collective for the week of September 29th, or whenever this resonates with you, really. All right. Okay, lots of money is coming up, so let's see where that's going. Yeah, it feels like money is on the mind. Feels like you're really For a lot of you, it feels like there's definitely a lot of ideas coming through for your money. Like you're really trying to figure out how to bring in more financial abundance, more funding, more passive income, or just more income in general. But it feels like you are like kind of going through like your brain on how you can bring in more. And it's like you're wanting to make a change on how it's coming in is what it feels like. It also feels like for some of you, you're not trusting that it's going to come in. So you're like having all these thoughts on like, maybe if I do this, maybe if I do that, maybe if I do this, maybe if this happens, then I can have enough. And then, so it feels like you're going forward in the future to just kind of like figure out, instead of just being present in the now. It feels like you're like thinking ahead, where you are like, well, if I book this, or if I get this client, or if I work this, extra set of hours, if I take on this, overtime, and it's like, but you're going like into the future, and you're not like focusing on right now with it. So it just feels like your mind is kind of spinning on how you're going to bring in this money, how you're going to, pay for things, how you're going to be able to do the things that you want to do. But I do feel like there is a lot of abundance coming. There is a lot of like financial, like success coming to whoever's in this collective. I feel like you do have the ability to manifest money. And I think in some of the readings last week or earlier in the week, it was kind of like a lot of you were switching your mindset to realize that money is basically just energy, and that changing your energetic vibration is also what helps you to bring in money. So it's a combination of like energetic, vibrational attraction to money, and then also obviously you still have to like take steps to bring it in as well. You can't, it's not just gonna like a magnet flock to you, but it so it feels like you definitely have the power to manifest this money that you're wanting and that you're needing and that you're calling in. I think it's still that you're like having a hard time keeping that balance of trusting the universe, trusting yourself, keeping your vibration high so that you can attract and manifest what it is that you want. And then also like doing what you need to do, but not getting crazy, not going too far into the future and like trying to plan out things, because from between now and the future, like we don't know what the universe has in store for us all the time, right? So I do feel like for you guys though, money is definitely coming. I think the more that you continue to balance the physical actions and the energetic attraction, the more you're going to see it coming in. I feel like also just like trusting, having faith, being positive is really important during this time too, for trying to bring in more financial abundance. I think the more that you acknowledge the good things that you have, or the money that you do have, the money that is coming in, showing gratitude for that, I think that's also going to help you to continue to bring in more money. But definitely like keeping the faith, keep moving forward. I think you're going to see like an influx in the flow. Because I feel like a lot of you, like you can see it almost in your mind's eye. Like you can see the money coming in, you can see the lifestyle that you're going to have, you can see and feel the peace that comes with it. And it's like, you really just like want to be there in that moment. And it's like, it's coming, like, don't worry, it's coming, but you just have to stay positive, keep the faith, and just keep doing what you're doing, and, but not future tripping, like allowing whatever's meant to happen, or whatever the universe is, orchestrating behind the scenes for you, to come through. So that's what I'm getting on that. I also feel like, again, for a lot of you, like making sure that you are taking care of your physical body as well. Making sure that the foods that you're putting into your body are, wholesome, healthy foods that are going to give you energy, keep your vibration high, making you feel good. Nothing that's going to weigh you down. I feel like it's a lot of energetic, like work that's going on right now for you. So I feel like making sure that you're doing that. I definitely feel like a lot of you are for sure moving out of a cycle or a chapter or whatever. And I feel like that's been a consistent message for the last few readings. But I feel like this week, it feels like it's like you're really tying up loose ends, and like it's in a very short amount of time, like it's going to be your past, you know. And I feel you stepping into this new series that you're stepping into. I do feel like you're also being asked to really step into your true authentic self, really like rep who you are, making sure that you're expressing yourself, expressing your individuality, you know, like just let your weirdo, you know, flag fly, as they say. Like just be really truly authentic. I think that's also part of the abundance thing, where the more authentic you are, the more you are going to raise your vibration, because you're being true to who you are, and it's going to make you feel good, and that in itself will help you to raise your vibration as well. I feel like for some of you who are looking for a partnership, if you haven't received any, you know, new people in your life, I feel like someone definitely is coming in for you. There's definitely heavy partnership energy in this reading. So whether that is for business or for romantic, it may be different for each of you, but definitely feels like someone that is going to kind of come in. I want to say like not necessarily quickly, but like solid. Like they're coming in solid. They're coming in with like strength. It's a very strong like feeling. Someone that is going to help you. And I feel like this is also part of the abundance that you're calling in as well. You know, is a partner that's an even exchange that is going to help lift you up, not to bring you down. So I do feel like that is coming for you. I feel like it's going to be someone that is going to help you definitely raise your vibration, where you are going to you're going to feel like relief. You know, you're going to feel like you're with someone that actually like understands you, that sees you, that is going to help you and protect you in any way that they can. It doesn't feel like anything that's like overboard or like too much or weird or creepy. It doesn't feel like it's like too soon, you know, like too much too soon kind of a thing. It feels very even and grounded, but just like natural and normal. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Normal. Where and I don't feel like it's going to be like a fast like connection where it's just like, oh, like I think it's going to be something that the connection is going to happen and it's going to grow consistently. But there's going to be like a strength behind it. And I do see this partnership being, like very even energetically, like an even exchange. I feel like I think it's just gonna, like, it's going to kind of reawaken you too. I think you're going to like start to feel alive again. I feel like you're going to start feeling like you actually have a heart and emotions and feelings, and that you actually can, you know, care about someone in that way again. For some of you, it feels like you've been shut off, shut down, and like kind of a little like, I don't know if I'm ever going to find someone. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to give what I gave in the past. You know, I feel like I'm tapped out. I feel like I've given everything I could in my previous relationships. But I feel like this relationship is going to show you that like you still have a heart. It's like the Grinch, right? Like you still have a heart, and it's going to grow. And I feel like you're going to realize that it's coming, like that your heart is opening up again and it's coming back in. For some of you, you might have even been having maybe some chest sensations, like that your actual heart chakra is like opening up, or like clearing any blockages, preparing you for this relationship that is definitely coming through. But it just feels like a very uplifting relationship, and it also feels like it's going to help you to continue to express yourself and step into your true power, your true authenticity. Because the more that you do that, it's like the more that this person is attracted to you. It's like the more that you're authentic, the more they want to be with you, and the more that they show you, you know, how great you are and how special you are. and it just, and how they see you as you and not some other version that you're trying to be. So that is definitely coming through. I feel like you really do have a lot of the answers within you, and I think a lot of you are starting to realize that the more that you go off of your intuition and your gut feeling, the more things seem to be working out, and the more that things start to flow easier. So I feel like you're starting to recognize that. Also, just allowing things to flow. I feel like a lot of us, we have a hard time because it's like, you can start letting things flow, right? And then you like freak out because you're like, I don't know, because you don't want it to stop flowing. And, you know, old ways of being happen to pop back up. So it's like you start to flow, and then you kind of like stop and have a freak out moment, and then you're going to let it flow. So it's just like, keep focusing on letting it flow. And like everything, in every aspect, you know, of work and relationships and everything, just let it flow. Just a very like energetic, heavy reading, I feel like, for this week. But yeah, I also feel like stepping into the energy of also like feeling safe to receive, feeling like I feel like you're kind of like starting to realize that like you actually deserve to be happy, you actually deserve to have the things that you want, like and I feel like your guides are kind of like trying to tell you like it's okay to receive, it's okay, like you're safe to receive, you don't owe anyone anything to receive. So like keep in that energy of knowing that like it's okay to receive. And I also feel like it's coming through like it's okay to give to yourself as well. That's coming through pretty heavy. So it's like, don't feel bad doing things for yourself. Don't feel bad protecting your own energy, setting boundaries, cutting out what no longer is serving you. Like that is all okay. It's not selfish. It's just like self-preservation and protecting your own energy. You know, you deserve to protect your own energy, and you deserve to have all the things that you want. And I think a lot of you in this collective are starting to realize like that it is okay for you to receive. I'm going to pull a few more cards. Let's see what we got coming through. Not much. Let's see. One more shuffle on this. All right, there we go. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, so definitely like I feel like a lot of you also are really trying hard to change your mindset on manifesting and bringing things in. I think for sure, like focusing on, again, like putting your energy into yourself first. I think that's like number one. The more you keep putting energy into yourself, the more that you give to yourself, the more that you're going to attract in. Because you're not doing it in a negative way. You're not doing it in a way that is, hurtful to others. It's just like you're focusing your energy on yourself. And the more that you focus your energy on yourself, the more that you embrace who you truly are and move forward in that energy, the more that things are going to come to you. So I feel like you're kind of stepping in this energy where you really are wanting to attract and not chase. I feel like in all aspects, you're not trying to chase the money anymore. You're not trying to chase the relationship anymore. And I feel like the more that you continue to not chase, the more you're seeing it come to you. I also feel like you are really trying hard to keep the mindset of staying out of that poverty mindset. Where you are realizing that, denying yourself things and not allowing yourself things is not serving you. It's not making you any stronger. It's not making you, anything negative or whatever. I feel like it's just, you're starting to realize that you don't need to suffer. You're not meant to suffer. And a lot of old ways that you were maybe brought up, or just the way that society is, where we think, if you don't work, you don't eat, you got to work hard, to you know, if you're going to be successful, you have to bust your ass and you have to kill yourself. And if you don't, you're a piece of shit. And, you know, what are you worth if you don't, you know, like, I feel like for a long time we've been told and kind of brainwashed to think that like our value comes from, you know, what we do and what we achieve. And, you know, I think it's really, people are starting to realize that it's not necessarily that. Our value is who we are and how we move in life and how we treat ourselves and how we treat other people. I don't know, I'm just getting really emotional in that message right now. So I don't know if that's hitting someone very emotionally. But yeah, like it's okay to love yourself. It's okay to put energy in yourself. It's okay to rep who you are. And I think the more that you do that, the more that you're going to see everything coming to you. So yeah. I feel like also just taking time to like reorganize your priorities and blocking out anything that is no longer in alignment with where you're headed is coming through as something that's important. Making sure that you are, you know, setting your priorities, and if people do not align with that, then it's like it's time to kind of, you know, protect your energy and keep it moving, because you are on a path of fulfillment. You are on a path to happiness and peace. You know, that feels like the biggest intention that you have is it's not necessarily that you want to have money just to have money and you want to have a relationship just to be in a relationship. It's the feeling that you get from it. It's the unconditional love. It's the freedom. It's the peace that you're attracting. It's not that you want these like surface things. So that is all coming through pretty heavy. And then also your guides are just reminding you to, you know, continue to ask for what you want. Whether it's your guides or someone in your life or yourself, you know, continue to ask for what you want and know that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for the things that you want. There's nothing wrong with wanting things. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have money. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have a relationship. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have peace or forward movement or whatever. But it all stems back to you and being your true, authentic self and moving forward in that energy. So that is it. I don't know. That was definitely very intense. That last part of the message. So yeah, that is the message that I have for the weekly collective. If that resonated, please, you know, drop a comment, let me know. That was an intense one. And then also if you wanted to check in on a personal level, if that resonated with you and you want to go in a little bit deeper, I do individual readings. They're all virtual. And then we do have a monthly subscription where we just do a private one-on-one monthly that is just for you. You can go on and you book it every month, whatever time slot that works for you. So all of that info is on the website, headspacenewjersey.com. The links are in there on Instagram. TikTok will bring you to Instagram because they won't let me put the website on. But that is what I have. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will be back on Tuesday night to do an energy check-in. I'm going to try and keep doing the elemental check-ins. So I'm doing like short readings for each element. So fire, earth, water, and air. That way it's a little bit more, you know, honed in on each one of you. And like I said, again, if you do want a personal reading, go check out the website. So thank you guys. I hope you have a good weekend.